Hi guys, and welcome back. I finally have a great solution for the air suspension. No long ago I make a short video talking about how to pretty much fix your front of it, like the front air suspension of your vehicle. Now it's just by purchasing some elbows. I mean, that short video in my channel will probably kind of show exactly how to do it. It's not that complicated, but this long version is more to it because since I fixed the front one, like later on when it was very cold, guess what, the back of the vehicle was dropped down, and I was like, no way, dude, I don't want to like go to the dealership because you know how it's gonna go. For one of the stuff that I heard online is cost from 5 to 7K to do any kind of like suspension repair or replacement, and I'm not gonna do that. So stick around. I'm gonna give you valuable, very valuable information how to get this fixed properly. What is the step that I did, pretty much the troubleshoot process. It's not that complicated, it's not that hard. Don't fear, guys. I mean, you will not lose much even if it doesn't work for you fully. For me, because for the elbows are like fairly cheap. They're like, I think $30 a piece. Now the airbag that I purchased, I think the set is about $100. So trust me, you're gonna be better off trying this than try to like take it to the dealership. And stick around, please. It's gonna be so valuable information throughout the video. Now the other thing, please, I want to ask you guys, if you want to support this channel, the way you can do, use the affiliate Amazon links that I'm gonna put in the description. That's the way you can support the channel. Now the thing that I love about this job is you don't need really a whole lot of specialty tools. Pretty much you can find all these tools in your local Harbor Freight, and pretty much I'm pretty sure even Walmart have some of those stuff. So basically he's just like the overall kind of like what you will need, and I will suggest you to have some gloves. That's gonna be so useful, or at least some plastic gloves. It will work as well. Now here I'm just showing you, how to remove the tire. We're gonna be using the anchor point for me to raise the vehicle. You can like locate whatever way that you think that it is appropriate. Now here I'm just showing you, this is the actual airbag that is, I mean, if you see, it's very dirty. I mean, at first I thought was the failure point was there, so I was like, oh, pretty confident just by putting the elbows, pretty much replacing the elbows will fix the problem, which I did. And as you see right there, the bag is pretty deflated, like it's nothing in it. And I was like, all right, this time to pretty much do the replacement of the elbow. Basically here I just try to clean it around the area, and pretty much make sure that I don't have nothing is debris is gonna go inside. Once I try to remove this, if you see right here, once I remove it carefully, be careful with that line because the line is plastic, so you don't want to like really bend it too much. Now it is very simple to install, but like basically the removal is like the kind of like the pain in the back, because the plastic tabs, you gotta like kind of open it without like breaking anything. You gotta be very careful with this. Take your time, make sure that you do this slowly just to guarantee you're gonna have like good removal. Again, the installation is simple. Now the thing I want to say that you got to be very careful is when you try to like pretty much screw it into the airbag. Now do it with the hand, man. Like, do not try to like use anything else besides try to with your hands. I have like a little hard time here because like the airbag was already there, and I should like put the fitting first on the airbag, and then I can plug the plastic line on it, which I didn't. And it took me longer than I would like to admit, but at the end, I have just patience, and I use until I completely feel comfortable that was like already screwed in enough. I use my wrench pretty much to do the last tightening. But I hope with the video you can have the idea how much you should apply on it. It doesn't require a whole lot. Just guys keep that in mind. Now I'm just putting everything back, like pretty much putting the tire, and I need to lower the vehicle after that, because to me I was like, all right, this is gonna solve the problem by putting the elbows. When you lower it, just gotta make sure that just is aligned to pretty much the top area where it has to sit. The vehicle sit on top of the airbag, and that's a very important step. You cannot mess that up at all. Now I try to like check the second, the other side, the second airbag. Now the airbag was solid. When I realized that, this thing is solid, I don't think I want to remove, I don't want to touch anything just yet. I sprayed some some soapy water, and I didn't see anything. I have no air, nothing, no bubbles at all coming at all. So I decided to apply that saying, if it's not broken, do not fix it. So that's why I'm just leaving this thing like the way it is. Now you may get lucky, and this is pretty much fix your issue, and you should be ready to go. Now the other thing I'm gonna let you know, I wait overnight, and pretty much what I see was the car was dropped down again in the back. I'm like, no way. So I decided to go to Amazon and pretty much purchase this airbag again. The links, and it's gonna be in the description. description or in the comment section, and pretty much if you use those links, it can help and support the channel, so thank you. Now those are don't consider to be very expensive, with $100 the set, so I was like extremely happy with the purchase. And man, that morning they had to do the replacement. It was cold, man, like it was freezing. I have that little heater next to me because I'm like, I'm freezing here. So pretty much I removed the tire again, you know, like kind of like do the it wasn't that hard, man. Once you have that impact to remove the pretty much of the lug nuts, you have a good time doing this job. And you just put the pretty much your jack underneath where it like needs to be, pretty much to raise it up. Now once this was a little tricky to remove the airbag, so I'm gonna pretty much show you here what I did in order to remove it, because I mean it seems to be like just easy to just come off, but I didn't. Now once you unscrew, as you see right there, the bag was completely depleted as they didn't have any more gas. Now in order to remove that elbow, you will need a 12 millimeters, and man, I forgot, like I need to put this in the beginning of the video, but like the 10 millimeters is going to be for your battery. You gotta unplug the battery before you do this process. Now once you remove that, pretty much you gotta have some kind of like pray bar or something, and kind of like I put my feet in there plus the pray bar in order to remove that. Otherwise it's impossible, it won't fit. You gotta like press it down, and I just put it aside, and I was just like pretty much ready to put the brand new one. Now before you do that, I highly suggest you clean up the pretty much the base of it, like the, I don't know, whatever they call that part where you're gonna like pretty much land the new one. You know, I just kind of like scrape a little bit with the brush, metal brush, and I just blow it with the Makita blower, because I don't have like an air compressor, so this one works flawlessly. Now guys, this video is not over, but if you have enjoyed so far what you see and the information is valuable to you, please just give it a good like to this video. Smash that button, man. Like that's the only thing that really helps my channel and the algorithm, because believe it or not, just 10% of the people that watch my videos are subscribed. The rest are just ninjas, just people just come, stop by, watch the video and disappear, man. Like I never seen them again. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if they come back to my channel, but like, man, that like it really helps and motivate me personally. Not that YouTube, forget about YouTube. It's just telling me that you guys are enjoying and are learning from what I'm doing here. And I just try to bring some valuable information, man. I want to save you as much money as possible now with this economy and inflation and all this crazy crap going on. The last thing that you want to do is drop 4 to 5K into any repairs. So definitely I'm here for you, and the only way you can show the love and the support is by just giving it a good like. Now as you see right here, I just pushed it again. I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, if you were able to remove the old one, you should be able to put this one on, as you see right there. Now I'm just removing this little adapter. It was already integrated with this airbag, and make sure this doesn't have anything inside, because this thing has like little brass, like little ring. Make sure it's nothing inside, that you fully remove completely the little adapter that comes with the airbag. Completely remove that. And now this one again, like this one, once you try to like put it in by hand, like screw it in by hand and tighten it the way you saw previously, and pretty much install the tire back in there, and you gotta like pretty much remove the jack and everything else, I guess, to let the vehicle drop. And don't forget you gotta plug the battery back. Pretty much remember 10 millimeters. Here I'm not using the 10 millimeters, I'm using my Knipex smooth jaw pliers basically. But here when I turn it on, you see this magic just appear in front of your eyes, man. Boom. Now I left her overnight and pretty much to see the result, and I get up at 4 in the morning, man, for you guys, just to make sure like everything was checked out. I record the video, and I'm just kidding, not for you guys, but I let you know, my wife's gotta use the vehicle, so I'm like around 5, 6 in the morning, so I'm like, I gotta go and check it out that first. Then everything checks out perfectly. I was so happy and relieved that this thing is completely fixed, at least for the meantime, for now, until the other airbag decided to, you know, give up the ghost. But other than that, man, everything is good. Here's some quick measurements for you. Like this is the rear, pretty much the passenger side rear. This is the front passenger side, and I will continue with the next one. It's going to be the pretty much the driver side, and the last one is going to be the driver side but the rear. Now I hope this thing has been helpful. Thanks for everything, guys. If you want to continue watching my video, it's going to be to the left of the screen. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.